appearance of the 22nd of January 2021 at the Tlhabane Magistrates Court, you raised your hand to address the court to the effect that you wanted to open a case, correct?
Ushiloke ukuthi enkantolo eTlhabane ngayi 22 zika January 2021 waphakamisa isandla ufisa ukuthi utshele inkantolo ukuthi ufuna uvule icala.
Yeah.
Yes.
My Lord, may I refer the Honorable Court to Exhibit RR1, which is the transcribed record of the appearances for the Tlhabane Magistrates Court, and that will be at page 36, the first line. Proceedings held on the 22nd of January 2021. The time denoted is 11:44, and then the court says the following: accused, do you confirm that you have terminated instructions to Mr. and in brackets it shows indistinct? The accused responds and says, "It is so, Your Worship." And the court says, "So going forward, what are you intending to do?" And the response by the accused it says, "I, indistinct in brackets, services of the legal aid attorney, and indistinct in brackets to assist me because I want to open a case against Mjiako." Is this okay? And did you tell the presiding officer in Rustenburg this?
Kuphalwe laphayana kokuyi 22 January 2021 khona ke enkantolo yaseTlhabane ukuthi ke ukubhalwe imantshi phansi ukuthi ke ngifisa ukuvulela uMjiyako icala ilokho akutshela imantshi. Yes, I said so.
Now, earlier on I said when we raise the issue of Mr. Mujiyako, we'll take it forth, and that issue now becomes relevant for the events of the 24 June 2020.
Bengikhulumile ke ngaye uMjiyako manje lokho sekuzoba semqoka ke uma sizongena ke kuloko kwenzeka ngazo i24 zika June 2020.
Now, it is common cause that on the 24th of June 2020, you were taken to the Boksburg Magistrates Court and you met with Magistrate Vivian Cronje.
Yazi ke manje ukuthi ngazo i24 zika June 2020 waya ke inkantolo yase Boksburg lapho wahlangana khona ke nemantshi uVivian Cronje.
Yeah,
yes, my lord.
Do you still recall that date?
Usalukhumbula lelo langa lelo?
Yeah.
Yes, I recall it.
Tell the Honorable Court what transpired on that day.
Tshela ke lenkantolo ukuthi ke kwenzekani ngalelo langa.
Police station noma khona started the police station.
Ala khona police station.
Kosenkantolo police station ufikile Sergeant Mukhane.
Sergeant Mukhane arrived at the police station, my lord. Went to the cells, opened for me and took me out. When he took me out, my lord, because on that day he had this leg irons. And then he tied me with them. Also tied my hands. We then left.
How did he handcuff you?
Yeah, in front, my lord.
Okay, proceed.
When we arrived at the vehicle, Sergeant Mabena was there.
Proceed, Mr. Ntezi.
Sergeant Mukhane angivulele ngene bese phinda ngena ngapha atshela ungena ngakhona ngazothi yakungena ngapha.
I then went into the vehicle, and then Sergeant Mukhane went in the same side that he would normally go to.
Proceed.
Mayebuya lapho adumisa imoto ihlehla ikimela lapho kwabhalwe khona imoto zonke zakuJonathan
He started the vehicle, and then the vehicle reversed, and it was stationary there where the cars that Jonathan are driving in would normally be parked.
So when you say the cars that Jonathan parked in would normally park, were those cars there?
Njengokuthi la kwakujwayele ukuma khona imoto zabo Jonathan zazikhona lapho lezo moto lezo Jonathan.
ngithole mina khona lapho.
I found them parked there inside.
Okay, proceed.
Qhubeka.
Afike lapha nomhani ehleke emotweni bakhulume nawe lapha into babekhuluma phela ngazana.
And then Mukhane was there with them, speaking to them, but Mabena never got out of the vehicle.
Proceed.
Awaqeda lapho ke bese ke siyahamba imoto ngoba no anomkhulu uJonathan na lazi igama lakhe lo abelapha khona.
Then the cars left. The one that I can remember is Jonathan. I don't know the name of the one that was here in court.
Akuyena ekhuluma nomhani.
He's the one that was talking to Mukhane.
I think. Proceed, Mr. Ntanzi.
Yes, zihambe ke imoto ngoba ngangazi ukuthi ziyakuphi.
The cars then left. I didn't know where the cars were headed to.
Sike sifike ke le ndawo sasikuyo kuvula igate.
We then got to this place. The gate was open.
Baphinde baqonda into evula so ebheka phezulu imoto ingene ngaphakathi.
There's sort of a door that slides upwards for the cars to go inside.
Masifika lapho ke imoto ifika ime Fortuna lezi ayingenelela ngaphakathi zemama.
When we got there, the Fortuner then stopped there. The other cars did not go in, they were on the other side.
Kodwa hayi ukuthi lo mnyango uvaliwe, lo mnyango uvuliwe ngoba ngiyakhona ukuyibona imoto engayimlanga njengale ehamba uJonathan.
Not that this particular door was closed, it was open. I could see a car that was parked there, like the vehicle that Jonathan was traveling in.
Behleke emotweni banalapha ngoba begadile bangamhlalela emotweni.
They then got out of the vehicles and then they stood around there because they were keeping guard. I remained in the vehicle.
Mase kwa imoto kumhane aphume emotweni ngoba kunezitebhisi nje akhupha ngazo. Ngibele izitebhisi awasithela phezulu ephethe ivilophu ebrown nje le envelope efaka amaphepha.
Mukhane then went out up the stairs because there were stairs there. Went up those stairs and in his possession he had a brown envelope, the one that you put documents in.
Proceed.
Mayiqeda lapho ngosenkantolo abuye futhi ezela phansi.
He then came back.
Mayefika phansi bangivulela emotweni bese ke ngiyaphuma ngenyuka nayo umkhane noJonathan Malobe lapho khona ngilazi igama lakhe.
He then opened the vehicle. When I went up, it was myself, Mukhane, Jonathan, and the one that was here in court, but I don't know his name.
When you say the one that was here in court, are you referring to an SAPS member or EMPD member?
Uma uthi lo ebela enkantolo ukhuluma ngephoyisa noma ukhuluma ngalo osebenzele EMPD amaphoyisa omgwaqo?
Ngikhuluma ngalo osebenza ngoJonathan lo wathi imoto zalo zinayo lokho ze-AVL.
Zinayo, azinayo.
Lo wayebuzwa ecourt la.
I'm referring to a EMPD official. He's a colleague to the likes of Jonathan. He's the one that the court was engaging with here in court with regards to the AVL.
Okay. Now let me stop here. You right there, Mr. Ntanzi. Now, when Sergeant Mukhane books you out on the 24th of June, did he explain to you where you'd be taken to?
Day 24 June 2020, uma wayekhipha laphayana ke uSergeant Mukhane wakutshela yini ukuthi ukhipha uya kuphi?
Cha azange ngitshela.
No, he never told me about it.
And did he tell you the reason for you being booked out?
Wakutshela yini izathu sokuthi ukhishwe?
Cha.
No.
And when you got at that place where you said they parked and then you were removed from the car, did he explain to you why you were there?
Senifikile kuleyo ndawo la uthi imoto yama khona wakutshela yini izathu sokuthi kwakungani ulapho?
Azange ngitshela.
Never told me about it.
Now proceed from where you say you were taken out of the motor vehicle.
Qhubeka ke la uthi wakhishwa emotweni naka ke itebhisi.
Yebo ngasenkantolo ngikhishwe emotweni sakhuphuka itebhisi. Ngoba mangaphosisa umnyango wakhona uvulwa njengalo ngoba uvulo wamkhulunyana.
We went up the stairs, my lord, because if I'm not mistaken, the door opened just like this one. The witness pointed to the door behind us. It opens just like this. It becomes big.
Ngoba ngithema ngabe kuyavula ngena ngaphakathi. Ngakangeni ngaphakathi kwaphuma umuntu oza wayefaka ibuko efaka imask.
Because as I was just about to go inside, I was not inside yet. As I was about to go inside, someone approached me who was wearing spectacles as well as a mask.
Mayefika ke ungitshela ukuthi ungummeli uzomela la uthunywe usisi.
When he came to me, got to me, told me that he was a legal representative. He was there to represent me. He was sent by my sister,
Athi usisi umfonela.
saying that my sister called him.
Bese ngithi mina okay ubani usisi wami okwesibili ngicela ungikhombisa ama number la kufonele ngoma number asisi ngiyawazi ngakhanda.
I then asked, who is my sister? And please show me the number that she contacted you with, because I know my sister's number.
Athi yena ilokho sokuya sikhulume lokho.
He then said, no, we'll talk about that
Athi
some other
isikhathi
time.
siyahamba.
We are running out of time.
Let me stop you there. The person that approached you wearing spectacles and a blue face mask, was she female? Was he a male?
Kwakuwumuntu wesilisa? Kwakuwumuntu wesifazane.
Umuntu wesilisa.
A male.
And when he approaches you, did he introduce himself by name to you?
Wazisho ngegama uma eza kuwena.
Wathi ke ungummeli thwakazomela la uthola ucingo.
He said to me he was a legal representative. He was telephonically contacted to come and represent me here.
Ebese ngithi mina ngicela ungibonise inamba le othwena ngekasisi.
I then said or requested, please show me the number that you claim to be my sister's.
Naye ngamtshela khona ukuthi lokhu ngaboshwa mina kangazi usisi ukuthi nguphi nomama kangazi ukuthi.
I also informed the person that since my arrest, my sister doesn't know where I am. Even my mom doesn't know where I am.
Ngoba azange ngibonise inombolo kasisi negama kasisi akazangitshela.
Because he never showed me my sister's number. He also never told me my sister's name.
And just on a general note, how many do you have sisters?
Unabo osisi.
Yebo kumama usisi bawuthuka zokuthi baba nomunye umzala wamasongo usisi bathathu.
Yes, I have 3.
Okay. Then what happened when he said, no, you will discuss the issue of who contacted you later?
Wasethi kuwena ke lokho sobuye sikhulumeke kwenzekani emva kwalokho.
Mayekade ungitshela lapho sangena ngaphakathi.
After he told me that, we went inside.
Okay, proceed.
Yebo.
Mangena ngaphakathi yena wangena nje wahlala esitulweni ngoba isitulo sahleli la.
As we went inside, he went to a seat that was over there and sat there.
Ngoba kaze ngizwe kuthiwa mbohla wangena ngani maqezi masingena wayale wafuka wayihlalela.
Because I never had him been offered a seat or a chair to sit on. He's out of his own. He just went over there and sat there.
Kunetafula kuhlele umama umlungu kuhlele umunye usisi ngapha kwetafula.
There was a table. There was a white lady on the other side, and there was another lady on this side.
Umama umlungu.
Okay, proceed. Mr. Ntazi, what happened in that room?
Bese ngitshela kusisi lo ngawehlela ngapha ukuthi angihlale lapha esitulweni ngafike ngahlala.
And then the lady that was on this side told me to sit, and then I sat.
Okay. And then what transpired further?
Kwasekwenzekani?
Mangifika khona wayebhizi ebhala ngilo mama lo ngazi ukuthi kubhalwa.
When I got there, this lady was busy writing. I didn't know what she was writing.
Ngoba into engayiqaphela envelope le yayingibile nomkhani yayikhona la ngoba ne-ID yami yasihleli lapha phambi kwakhe ebhizi ebhala umama lo.
Because what I observed was that the envelope that Mukhane had was there, as well as my with that lady, as well as my ID was there, as this lady was busy, the white lady was busy writing.
Now, let me stop you there. This gentleman that is now saying he's coming to represent you, did you later come to know his name?
Umlisa lona ke oweza kuwena ke wathi ke kuthiwe akazokumela, ingaba wagcina usumazi yini ukuthi ubani igama lakhe?
Ugcina sengimazi Nkosinkonzo.
Yes, I did.
Okay. And did you confirm with your family, I'm not referring to your sister now or whoever, did you confirm with your family that they had hired a lawyer for you at the Boksburg Magistrates Court on the 24th of June 2020?
Ingabe wasenza yini isiqinisekiso nomndeni wakho? Angikhulumi ngosisi ke manje. Wasenza yini isiqinisekiso nomndeni wakho ukuthi baqoka ummeli yini ukuthi ayokumela eBoksburg nge-24 zika June 2020?
Lokho Nkosinkonzo ngikwenza sengikwenze ejele Rustenburg ngoba
I did that when I was in prison in Rustenburg because I didn't have a phone.
kulesi sikhathi ngitshela nawe umama lo nosisi ukuthi sejele Rustenburg kade ngibe ngihlalise ama-police station amanye angikwazi amagama ePitoli.
It was at that time when I informed my mother as well as my sister that I was now in prison in Rustenburg. I've been kept in police stations and some of the police stations' names I didn't know.
Ngoba ejele bangifonisa mina ngangena.
Because in prison, when I entered there, they allowed me to make a call.
And yesterday you testified that you were transferred to the Ramuchana prison in March 2021, if I'm not mistaken.
Ushilo ke ukuthi wadluliselwa ke kwijele laseRamuchana ngoMarch ka-2021.
Yebo Nkosinkonzo ngathi uzi-1 mangikhumbula uzi-1 March ngangena ngaze Ramuchana Rustenburg.
Yes, my lord. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was the 1st of March when I went to Ramuchana.
Now, coming back to my question, whether you did confirm with your family if they'd hired a lawyer for you to represent you on the 24th of June 2020 at Boksburg. Did you confirm with them that?
Ingabe masibuyela ke manje kumbuzo wami, waqinisekisa yini nomndeni wakho ukuthi baqoqa ummeli ukuthi ayokumela?
Yes, a good question. Can we establish as to whether those family members will be called as witness, because that will be hearsay?
Mr. Ntanzi, let us leave it. It's neither here nor there. Let us leave it, my good brother. I've asked you previous to this question whether later on you came to know the name of that legal representative who said he's there to represent you. Did he tell you? Did you learn that name later?
Ngikubuzile ke ukuthi wagcina usulazi yini igama lommeli loyo ke owathi wayethunyiwe noma eceliwe ukuthi azokumela lapho.
Ngagcina sengiyazi Nkosinkonzo.
Yes, I later on got to know the name.
And what was the name?
Ubani igama?
Dokozo Mjiyako.
Dokozo Mjiyako, around there.
And who told you that the gentleman is in Dokozo Mjiyako? Is that himself, or did you learn it somehow by yourself?
Ubani wakutshela lokho? Yena wakutshela noma ke nala owalithola khona?
Igama lakhe ngikuthola eBoksburg kahle kahle ukuthi nje lize lihlale emehlizweni ngazi 27 ngithola nje eBoksburg.
His name, I got to know his name in Boksburg. For me to be able to recall his name, it was on the 27th in Boksburg.
Nangalelang ngimxosha le eRustenburg.
Also on the day when I terminated his mandate in Rustenburg.
Yeah, just on that, Mr. Ntanzi, you used the word I terminated his mandate in Rustenburg. On the 24th or prior to the 24th, did you sign in did you in writing appoint, hire, nominate Mr. Mjiyako or his law firm to represent you?
Ngiyakuzwa usebenzisa igama elithi ke ukumxosha. Manje ke ngazo i24 ngaba ke kukhona yini owakubhala ke la khona owuqoka khona umnumzana yena ke uJiyako lona noma ke ifembe yakhe ke yabameli ukuthi akumele?
Nkosinkonzo kalikho iphepha ngabanika lona Ntanzi.
There's no document that he gave me to sign.
Ngoba akukho futhi abasahlala khona phansi sakhuluma.
And there was never a time where myself and him sat down and spoke.
Did you sign what we call a power of attorney, giving Mr. Mjiyako legal power to represent you.
Kukhona yini owakusayina okumnikeza ke amagunya ke yena njengommeli ukuthi akumele. No, my lord, there's nothing that I signed.
Did you sign what we call a mandate and fee agreement whereby you agree with him how much and on what terms are you going to pay him for his legal services?
Kukhona yini owakusayina ke okuhambisana nemali ke la khona enivumelana khona ke ukuthi ke uzokhokha malini futhi ke uzoyikhokha kanjani leyo mali? No, my lord.
Okay. Now, by way of background, Mr. Ntanzi, the magistrate, Ms. Vivian Cronje, testified in this matter, and her testimony is to the following effect: that on the 24th of June, she was contacted by her head of magistrate in Boksburg, Ms. Du Plessis, that she should, by phone, by the way, she was contacted telephonically, and she was requested to take down a confession at Boksburg.
Umama ke imanje Miss Vivian Cronje ethula ubufakazi ke phambi kwalenkantolo washo ke ukuthi wathola ucingo lubuya ke imanje emphethe Miss Du Plessis emcela ukuthi ke athathe ke istatement noma ke phecelezi ke confession statement esokhonyuluka.
She testified that she arrived at the Vosloorus Magistrates Court, which falls under the Greater Boksburg jurisdiction, at around 14:25 in the afternoon.
Kufakazi bakhe ke shilo ukuthi bafika ke kwinkantolo yase Vosloorus engaphansi kwayo ke iBoksburg isikhathi ke kwaku 14:25 emini.
For the purposes of obtaining that confession, she was allocated office number 2 within the Vosloorus Match Court building.
Ukuthi ke awenzeke lo msebenzi lo.
Sorry. Yeah? No. It's in the Vosloorus. Oh, so sorry. I'm putting it the other way. She was based in Vosloorus, but she took the confession or the statement down at Boksburg. Sorry for that, Mr. Ntanzi.
Ngixolisa ke mina wenze iphutha ke lapho ukuthi yena wayesebenza eVosloorus kodwa ke uma ke eyothatha istatement lesi wakwenzela lokho eBoksburg.
Yes, then my point was she testified that she was allocated office number 2 within the Boksburg Magistrate Court office building.
Ufakazi bakhe ke washo ukuthi wanikeza ke office number 2 khona lapho kuyibhilidi lase Boksburg.
She testified that when she arrived in the passage, she found a strong contingent of Ekurhuleni Metro Police who were standing there in the passage and who were armed.
Beshilo ke ukuthi mangaba efika lapho ke wathola ke amaphoyisa ke ayemaningi lapho futhi ayehlomile.
And on the other side where they were in the passage, there was a young man who was in handcuffs.
Washo ke ukuthi ke ngakolunye ke uhlangothi la ababekhona ke kwakune insizwa ke eyayikhona lapho eyayifakwe ozankosi.
And the young man was standing away from the movement of the Ekurhuleni Metro Police, and next to him was an elderly gentleman who was smartly dressed, who was clothed in a suit.
Washo ke ukuthi ke yena ke yona ke lensizwa le yayiqhelile ke la amaphoyisa ayimikhona futhi ke eduze kwayo kwakunobaba ke owayimi eduze kwayo owayegqoke kahle efaka isuti.
She testified further, the magistrate, that she then approached a gentleman who was a Metro Police officer by the name of Lisa Ring and asked that gentleman to compile a list and police identification cards of all the members that were there in the passage.
Ubufakazi bakhe ke washo ke ukuthi yena ke wase khulumisana nomunye ke wamaphoyisa ayelapho uLisering wamtshela ke ukuthi abhaleke amaphoyisa abhale phansi amagama amaphoyisa lawo aye lapho
And
yona
then-
leyo ndawo leyo.
She testified that Mr. Lissering was not impressed by the request for him to take a list down of all the officers that were in the passages and their ID cards.
Uthi ke lokho ke akusona ke into ayithatha kahle ke noma eyangena kahle ke kuyena ke uLisering ukuthi abhaleke amagama amaphoyisa athathe futhi ke nama ID awo.
There was a to and fro between her and Lissering, but eventually she managed to get the names of Lissering and copy of his identity card for EMPD as well as Jonathan's.
Kulokho ke ukuthi bafuna lokho kuphikisana ke kodwa egcineni ke wasethola ke icopy yakhe ke igama kaLisering noJonathan kanye futhi namakhophi ama-ID.
And then the other officers who were in the passage left that passage without providing or finishing the information that she requested.
Uthi ke amanye amaphoyisa aye lapho asuka ke noma ke ahamba wona enganikezanga ke ngemininingwane ayicebile.
She then asked Ms. Duplessis to furnish her with the pro forma that she was going to use for the purposes of obtaining the statement.
Uthi ke wasecela yena ke Ms. Duplessis ukuthi ke amsize ke ngawo amaphepha noma ke ifomu ke lena ayezobhala yona.
And she was then approached by a Sergeant Mohani who indicated that he is the one that brought you to her.
Uthi ke kuno lesatizeni ke oMohane oweza kuyena ke wamtshela ukuthi uyena owayekulethile
And that they also were escorted by EMPD officers.
nokuthi ke babe escortwa ke amaphoyisa ke EMPD.
She then invited the relevant people, that is yourself, the gentleman in handcuffs, the gentleman dressed neatly in a suit, a lady and herself in that room too.
Waqhubeka ke washo ukuthi wase ke yena kulelo gumbi lelo ke kwangena yena ke uno sisi ke owangena ubaba lo wayegqoke isuti umlisa lo wayefake ama handcuffs.
And she testified, the magistrate, that the lady that entered was an interpreter, Miss Mutlaping.
Washo ukuthi usisi ke lo owangena lapho kwakuwutolika uMiss Mutlaping.
The gentleman in a suit was identified as Mr. Mjiako,
Ubaba ke no wayefake isuti Mr. Mjiako.
and you were introduced as Bongani Ntanzi.
Wena ke uchazwa ke batho ubongani Ntanzi.
Mr. Mohani indicated that he's from the National Court Case Unit,
Nokuthi ke uMohane washo ke ukuthi ke yena ke ubuya ke ngaphansi kwayo i-National Cold Case Unit.
and in fact, the person that brought the details of Lissering and Jonathan to the magistrate was Sergeant Mohani.
Umuntu ke owaletha imininingwane kaLisering noJonathan kuyona imanje kwakuwuMohane.
That she then spoke to you before the proforma was completed in an informal way to make you at ease.
Nokuthi ke ngaphambilini kokuthi ke asebenze ngayo ke noma ngawo amaphepha la ayezobhala kuwona ke waqala ukuthi ke ake akhulume nawe ukuthi ke ube nokukhululeka.
And that she spoke to you in English, and the interpreter, Ms. Mutlaping, interpreted the conversation between the two of you.
Esho ukuthi yena uma ekhulumisana nawe wayekhuluma ngesingisi kodwa ke usisi ke uMutlaping yena ke abe eseyatolika ke lokho.
Yeah, let me stop it there. That was by way of introduction. Now we are going to go to the proforma. my lord, the pro forma is exhibit JJ. It was handed up together with the statement attached thereto. And it's page 1 of 9. And it reads, statement in terms of section 217 of Act 51 of 1977. The police station and cast number First Floras 63610 of 2014. The date on this day, the 24th of June 2020 at 14:30 and at Boksburg in the district of Ekurhuleni North. Before me, Ms. V. Cronje, additional magistrate for the district, and behind closed door, I invite the deponent into my private office, room 2, and in the presence of Ms. Evelyn Tshepiso Motlhaping, in brackets interpreter, appears Bongani Sandison Tanzi, dash mail, dash 1990-12-02, that is full names, sex and age as supplied by the deponent. Let us stop there, Mr. Jonas.
Statement lesi esanziwa ngaphansi kwakhe section 217 bhaliwe police station laphana ne-case number First Order 63610 2014 ngazo i-24 June 2020 isikhathi 14:30 eBoksburg Ekurhuleni. Phambi kwami uMiss V. Cronje imanje ngibiza-ke umuntu-ke ozokwenza-ke istatement kwi-office lami number 2. Kukhona-ke Miss Evelyn Tshepiso Motlhaping Tolika. Phambi kwami kuvela uBongani Sandison Tanzi, umuntu wesilisa, 1990-12-02, amagama akhe aphelele, ubulili kanye futhi-ke neminyaka yakhe nanjengoba ashiwo uyena noma kushiwo uyena.
Sorry. Now it says here that the names and the sex, the name, sex, and age were supplied by the deponent. Did you supply your name, your sex, and the date of birth to the magistrate?
Lana-ke kubhaliwe-ke ukuthi-ke amagama aphelele, ubulili, iminyaka anikezwa-ke wena. Ngabe-ke wena owanikeza-ke imanje amagama akho ukuthi umuntu wesilisa iminyaka yakho.
Kankosi nkanti angithi nje umthola vele uyabhala i-ID yami napha nale envelope le ikhona khona uyabhala ngempela ngimazi ukuthi ubhala njani.
No, my lord. When I entered there, she was busy writing. The envelope was there. My ID was also there. I don't know what it is she was writing.
And then it goes on, assisted by Mr. Dominic Ntokozo Mjiako, in brackets, on request and on insistence of Mr. Ntanzi.
Bese kuthi-ke ulekelelwa Dominic Ntokozo Mjiako ngesicelo noma ngokucelwa noma ukusho kwakhe uMnumzana Ntanzi.
And then it says no other present, and the FFC number for Mr. Mjiako is noted there as 04415 of 2020. That is the Fidelity Fund certificate number for the year 2020.
Bese kubhalwa laphana ukuthi akekho omunye umuntu noma abekho abanye abantu abakhona babhalwa-ke nenamba ye-FFC yakhe-ke uMjiako 04415 ka-2020.
Would you know anything? Sorry, let me rephrase. Sorry, did you tell the magistrate that you insist that Mr. Mjiako be there?
Ingaba watshela imanje ukuthi uyagcizelela wena ukuthi-ke uMnumzana Mjiako abe khona lapho.
Akazangidibana Nkosi Nkantolo nombuzo ofana nayo.
I never came across such a question, my lord.
Yes, but that's not, it's not even a question. Understand this. It says on the request and insistence of Mr. Ntanis. First, in fact, let me rephrase it again. Did you request that Mr. Mjiako be there on the 24th of June 2020 in that office?
Angiqale kanjena ke ingabe wacela yini ukuthi umjiyako abe khona kuleya office nge-24 zika June 2020?
Xakaze ngicela.
No, I never requested.
And did you insist that Mr. Mjiako be present in that office on the 24th of June 2020?
Ingabe wagcizelela yini ukuthi umjiyako abe khona kuleya office ngazi 24 zika June 2020?
Xakaze ngitshene ngakaze ngibuze ngeprofessor.
No, never told. I was never asked such a question.
Okay. And then it says the deponent was brought to me, to my office by Sergeant Vusimose Mohane, National Court Case Unit, Pretoria. Yes, that's one.
Yaqhubeka ke ibhaliwe lapha na ke ukuthi ke walethwa kuyena ke uSergeant uVusumuzi Mohane obuya eNational Court Case Unit ePretoria.
Were you brought to the office where the magistrate was by Sergeant Mohane?
Ngabe kuleya office imanje ayikulona wa umuntu wakhambisa lapha ku Sergeant Mohane?
Sambe sibo for yimo wesifo bona bathatha ngithi.
We were 4. I was the 4th one, and they were 3. There were 3 of them.
Who were the 3? Can you mention their names?
Sergeant Mkhane,
Sergeant Mohane, Jonathan,
uyelo weJerusalem ecourt engalazi igama yakhe.
and then the other one who used to sit here in court, whose name is not known to me.
Okay. And then the proforma goes on to say, note the details of the deponent's general appearance, the mood, or any noteworthy actions. Right? Underneath it states he wore a blue face mask, long sleeve, navy blue, front top Impala emblem, tracksuit jacket, and a blue denim. Both hands were cuffed in front of him.
Lana ke kubhaliwe ukuthi bhala phansi ke imininingwane ukuthi ke ubukeka kanjani ke umuntu lona olethwe phambi kwakho. Kubhaliwe ke ukuthi waye ufake ugqoke imask eblue.
So sorry, Mr. Jonas. Let me read it again. I see I skipped something underneath that. So details of the deponent's general appearance, mood, or any noteworthy action. The first one that I skipped is where is it? Deponent is confident, is making good direct eye contact. I skipped that one.
Uthi ke akubona ke noma aqaphela ke kuwena ukuthi ke onako ukuzethemba nokuthi futhi ke wawubhekana ke naye ezinhlambini zamehlo. Babhalwa ukuthi wafake imask noma ugqoke imask eblue nokuthi ke wafake une top eyi nemikhono emide enavy blue ngombala nombhalo ke wase Impala, tracksuit ijacket tracksuit blue denim, zombili ke izandla zayifakwe ozankosi phambi kwakhe.
Okay. And there's a notation there that I do not want to report any medical conditions or injuries except what? I can't see this one, Mr. Jonas. Except a heart problem. Except I had a heart problem. Then what else? I haven't taken a bath since the 16th of June 2020.
Iyaqhubeka ke bese ithi ke akukho engifisa ukubika ke mayelana ke nezempilo noma ke ukulimala ngaphandle nje ukuthi ke ngake ngane inkinga yenhliziyo angikaze ngigeze kusukela ke ngazo i-16 zika June 2020.
Let's go back to this question, Mr. Ntanzi, where it says you were assisted by Ntokozo Dominic Mujiako at your insistence and request. Did you tell the magistrate that you did not hire Mr. Mujiako to be there on the 24th of June 2024?
Asize lana ke ebhalwe khona ukuthi ulekelela usizwa uDominic Ntokozo Mujiako nesicelo sakhe noma ke ukugcizelela kwakhe umnumzana uNtanzi. Ngabe wayitshela yini manje ukuthi wena ukazeke uqoke uMjiyako ukuthi abe lapho ngalelo langa azokumela?
Kwasengadona akaze ngibuza zange ngiqoke uMjiyako ngoba uMjiyako mina mangifika ku-magistrate uphuma ngaphakathi ukho magistrate uzalile.
My lord, I was never asked the question and I did not appoint Mjiyako, and because when I went to the magistrate, Mjiyako was coming out of there approaching me.
Okay. In your presence, did the magistrate ask you to confirm whether or not Mr. Mjiyako was your legal representative?
Ingabe lapho ukhona wena imanje yakucela yini ukuthi ke uqinisekise ukuthi ke uMjiyako waye lapho ukuthi azokumela? No.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ntanzi. Now, with respect to this one, that you don't want to report any medical conditions or injuries, did you tell the magistrate that?
Lokho kubhalwe lana ke ukuthi kwakungekho ongakubika ke noma ongakusho mayelana nokulimala noma ke isimo sakho nje sezempilo. Wamtshela umantshi lokho?
Cha ngaze ngimtshele ngitshela usisi lo kuphela ukuthi sisicela ngicela ungifonise.
No, I never told the magistrate. I only spoke to the lady that to allow me to make a phone call.
Which lady are you referring to?
Mopusisi.
Lo ngangihleli duzane naye.
The lady that I was seated next to on the side.
Ngimtshela futhi ngifuna ufonela family yami lokho ngaboshwa zange ngize ngifone.
I told her that I would like to contact my family, that since my arrest I've never contacted them.
Wangibuza usisi ukuthi boshweni ngamtshela ngaboshwa ngoJune 16 abangazi ukuthi ngikuphi namanje.
She then asked me, when were you arrested? I told her that I was arrested on the 16th of June. They don't know where I am.
Akaze ngifoniswe.
And I've never been allowed to call.
And then did you tell the magistrate that you had a heart problem?
Ingabe imantshi wayitshela yini ukuthi inkinga yenhliziyo?
Cha, angikho.
No, I'm not sick.
Okay. And then paragraph 1 of the pro forma goes on to read, I inform the deponent that, and sub A of paragraph 1, I'm a magistrate and that I'm not in any way involved in the investigation against him, that I do not work with the police or any other person in the case, and that he can freely and without fear, there's a part missing, they can freely and without fear in my presence. Or he can speak freely and without fear in my presence, sorry.
Ngabe sengitshela ke ukuthi ngimantshi nokuthi futhi ke angibandakanyeki kuphenyo ngakuyena nokuthi futhi angisebenzi namaphoyisa noma ke nawuphi umuntu kulona lecala leli nokuthi ke angakhuluma ngokukhululekile angesabi ngikhona.
Did the magistrate tell you this?
Imantshi yakutshela lokho? No.
Did the magistrate tell you that she's not in any way involved in the investigation of the case against you?
Ingabe imantshi yakutshela yini ukuthi ke yona ayisiyona ingxenye yophenyo kulecala leli ngakuwena? No.
Did she tell you that she does not work with the police or any other person in this case?
Ngabe wakutshela yini ukuthi akasebenzi namaphoyisa noma omunye umuntu kulona lecala leli?
Cha, wasangitshela.
No, she never told me.
Did she admonish you that you can speak freely and without fear in her presence?
Wakutshela yini ukuthi ke usungakhuluma ngokukhululekile ungesabi ekhona?
Cha.
No.
And then she notes with a handwriting there that Sergeant V. Mukhani, accompanied by heavily armed Metropolis officials, of which most members left when I asked for their appointment cards. 2 remained outside the door. Okay. Or C copies of A to C. Okay, thank you, Mr. Lina.
Wasebhala-ke ngesandla sakhe-ke laphayana ukuthi uSergeant uVimukhanya ephelezelwe-ke ngamaphoyisa-ke ayehlomile eMetropolis ahamba-ke noma-ke amanye awo aye ahamba uma ngabe yena-ke ecela ukuthi-ke abone-ke amakhadi abo babili kuphela abasala ngaphandle emnyango ama-copies uthi-ke bona amakhophi abo u-A yofika ku-C.
Okay. My Lord, if I can be in doubt a bit, I want to see if the transcript does not show these handwritten notes because they are ineligible for me. Okay. Yes. Okay, let's go to paragraph B. That he is also informed, if necessary, he will be afforded protection against any irregularities, and that I will, as soon as possible, have any irregularity investigated by a senior police officer.
Watshela futhi-ke ukuthi uma ngabe isidingo sikhona uzothi-ke avikeleke nabo kuphi-ke okungahambi kahle noma-ke okungahambi ngendlela nokuthi nje ngokushesha nje uma ngabe kukhona-ke okungenzeki ngendlela noma okungahambi kahle-ke ukuthi lokho kuzokwenza iqinisekiso sokuthi-ke kuyaphenywa iphoyisa-ke iphoyisa ngathi-ke i-senior police noma-ke iphoyisa uma sebenzisa igama-ke elisetshenziswa izolo elikhulu.
Okay. Was this warning administered to you by the magistrate?
Ingabe imantshi yakunikeza lesexwayiso lesi?
Cha, nkosinkanti.
No, my lord.
1C, that this is not a trial and that I'm not hearing any charge against him.
Nokuthi-ke lokhu akukona ukuqulwa kwecala nokuthi-ke angilaleli amacala awathweswayo.
And underneath, the question is posed, do you understand this explanation and do you accept it as correct? And the answer recorded is yes.
Bese kuthi-ke ngenzansi-ke lapho kunombuzo ukuthi uyakuzwisisa yini lokhu okuchazwayo nokuthi uyakwamukela-ke ukuthi-ke kungaleyo ndlela impendulo ithi yebo.
Did the magistrate ask you this question and did you respond that you understand by confirming with a yes answer?
Ingabe imantshi yakubuza yini lo mbuzo wabe usuyaqinisekisa-ke wena ngokuthi yebo? No.
And then the question again is, do you wish to comment or have anything to say in this regard?
Olandelayo-ke umbuzo uthi ingabe ufisa kukhona ufisa ukuthi-ke ukusho noma-ke ikhona mayela nako lokhu ukhona ufisa ukuthi ukhulume?
Yeah, this one is going to take me a miracle to read it. The answer given will be that is noted by the magistrate is I believe I need to be protected from a group of people who I was with when this whole thing was committed.
Impendulo ke ebhalwe imantshi lana ifundeka ngalendlela. Ngikholwa ke ukuthi ngidinga ukuthi ngivikelwe kubantu enganginabo uma lokhu kwakwenzeka.
Did you utter these words to the magistrate?
Ingabe wakusho lokhu kwimantshi? No.
And it continues the response. I was already pointed with a finger.
It's a warning.
Sorry,
It's a warning.
Mr. Jonas, can you assist me? Because
I was already pointed with a finger as a warning when this thing was done, and I was still a young boy. I am not sure where else in Gauteng they have been arrested. Uyaqhubeka ke noma impendulo ebhaliwe ke yilena. Ngase ngikhonjiwe ke ngomunwe nanje ngesexwayiso uma ngabe lokhu kwakwenzeka ngangise umfana omncane anginaso ke isiqiniseko ukuthi yikuphi la eGoli la ababoshwa khona futhi noma yiphi enye indawo eGoli ababoshwa kuyona.
and it proceeds. They were all grown-ups at the time. I also do not know the police. I believe they can be easily bribed.
Iyaqhubeka ke ithi bonke bona ke babe sebekhulile noma bebadala ke I also do not trust.
Or is it trust? Sorry.
Yes. Angiwathembi ke namaphoyisa nanjengoba kulula ke ukuthi bangakhokhela noma ke banganikezwa ke imali.
Did you utter these words to the magistrate?
Wawasho yini lamagama lana kwimanje? No, I never uttered them.
Did you tell the magistrate that you were with a group of people when some incident was committed?
Ingabe wayitshela yini manje ukuthi ke kunabantu owawuhamba nabo ngathi ke kwenzeka okuthize? No, my lord.
Paragraph 2, who brought you to my office and for what reason? And the answer is Sergeant Mohane, who was accompanied by Metro Police officials.
Can proceed. Continue.
Okay, all right. Oh, yeah.
I was.
Yeah, proceed, Mr. Jonathan.
Okay. Umbuzo uthi ke ubani owakuletha ehhovisi lami ekulethela siphi izathu? Impendulo ithi ke uSergeant Mohane owaye escortwa ke amaphoyisa eMetro. I was brought because I was present when a murder was committed. Ngilethiwe ke ngoba ngangikhona uma kwakubulawa noma ngathi kwakubulawa.
Did you say that to the magistrate? Did you say to the magistrate that you were brought by Sergeant Mohane, who was accompanied by Metro Police officers? And did you continue to say that you were brought because you were present when a murder was committed? Did you say that to the magistrate?
Wakusho lokhu ke kwimanje uma ekubuza ukuthi ke ubani obakuletha lapho ulethela siphi isizathu wathi ke walethwa uSergeant Mohane waye escortwa ke amaphoyisa eMetro nokuthi ke walethwa lapho ngoba wawukhona uma kwakubulawa. No.
my lord, at this point, otherwise I'm gonna struggle to go through this. I'll request that we adjourn for the day so that I can go and write down what is written here in my own time so that I place it properly on record when I'm reading from here, my lord, because the handwriting here is very ineligible, my lord. On record, it doesn't look pretty.
Ngicela kwababa msiphile ukuthi akaboni kahle lokubhalelwa ucela ukuthi uyabheka abe sekubhala phansi ke yena ngesandla sakhe ngoba manje akakufundi kahle ngoba akaboni kahle lokubhalela.
Yeah, I think adjourn until tomorrow, 10 o'clock.
Sasa
I will not address you about that. Should we then meet him then? No. Right?
So there's no consensus.
Is it? Yeah, but I won't come for 1 hour.